Hello, here are some tips for dyes. So when I mix up my dyes, I dip the top of the label in the actual colors so I can see like how dark is turquoise actually going to be. For example, here is my light blue, and it's quite dark. It's quite a bright blue, but I make up a lighter blue by mixing it with water. So I take like a third of a cup or a half of a cup of the traditional light blue dye, and I mix it with water to create a really beautiful light blue that I use for skies and stuff like that. So another tip that I have is if you are making up a lot of different dyes and going to keep them in storage, because they do last year to year. I think it's up to like 200. Well, I don't want to go quote me on this, but many multiple dye of an egg. So I put a colored label that I just dip, and I put it on the top so that when they're all together in storage, I can say, okay, I only want to take out my light blue today because I only am working on my light blue sky eggs. And another tip for the labels is you're going to have to redo them at some point. They can be reinvigorated with a little bit of vinegar from year to year if they're not taking to the egg really quickly. But they do develop this kind of nasty bloom inside. I don't know if you can tell. It's gross. So it's not going to hurt your egg, but it's disgusting. So I am going to start over with fresh dyes this year because these are 2 or 3 years old because I had a baby last year and haven't worked on it. Another tip is when I put the actual label on, I make a little flap in my tape so that it's super easy just to take the label off so we can dump and go, wash in the dishwasher, and be ready for the next dye. I like the wide mouth jars because it's easier to drop the egg in and get the egg out, and little spice jars sit nicely in the wide mouth jars to weight the egg down and hold the egg in the dye a little longer without me having to sit there with the spoon or the little egg holder thing forever. So hope these little tips have helped you with your dyes.